The St. John of Damascus Orthodox Educational Initiative presents the Damascene Podcast.
Chapter 19. How he sowed a field with barley and kept off the birds from the crop by his mere word. At first, indeed, he received from his visitors a small portion of bread, and drank water from the fountain, but afterwards he thought it more fitting to live by the labor of his own hands, like the old fathers. He therefore asked them to bring him some instruments of husbandry, and some wheat to sow. But when he had sown the grain in the spring, it did not come up. At the next visit of the monks, he said to them, "Perhaps the nature of the soil, or the will of God, does not allow wheat to grow in this place. Bring me, I beg of you, some barley, possibly that may answer. If, however, on trial it does not, I had better return to the monastery than be supported here by the labor of others." The barley was accordingly brought and sown, although the season was extraordinarily late, and the barley came up most unexpectedly and most abundantly. It no sooner began to ripen than the birds came and wasted it most grievously. Christ's holy servant, as he himself afterwards told it, for he used in a cheerful and affable manner to confirm the faith of his hearers by telling them the mercies which his own faith had obtained from the Lord, drew nigh to the birds and said to them, "Why do you touch that which you have not sown? Have you more share than I in this? If you receive license from God, do what he allows you. But if not, get you gone, and do no further injury to that which belongs to another." He had no sooner spoken than all the flock of birds departed, and never more returned to feed upon that field. Thus in two miracles did the reverend servant of Christ imitate the example of two of the fathers. For in drawing water from the rock, he followed the holy Saint Benedict, who did almost the same thing, and in the same way, though more abundantly, because there were more who were in want of water. And in driving away the birds, he imitated the reverend and holy Father St. Anthony, who by his word alone drove away the wild asses from the garden which he had planted.